Welcome back everyone to more of our gameplay series of Bus Simulator 21. And in today's video we're basically going to pick up where we left off in our last video. You might remember that, look at this AI back there. That is just moving and grooving as they're getting down the road. I've gotten so used to seeing the slow AI, like this older woman right here, that it almost looks weird to see a normal AI walking animation. But anyway, I digress. So if you remember at the end of our last video, it was nighttime and it was raining. You can see it's no longer raining. And we had to drop off our bus over at the Jetty Drive location. Well, here's that bus stop. I have hopped off. I've let the AI take over and we're ready for our next adventure. So you see at the top right hand corner of the screen, main quest is to tame the dragon. We need to generate some ad revenue, and this I am definitely in favor of. We're starting to gain some traction now with our buses. We've got enough buses and enough routes that we're starting to get a lot of money. And remember, it only takes about 100 grand for us to purchase a new bus. And at our rate of income right now, that doesn't take very long. So we need to drive to a paint shop and customize our bus. Actually, I don't think we have to drive. Now, our paint shop is right up here. This is one of our options. This is where we've been dropping off at the depot. And then way back down here is the bus dealership in the bottom right-hand corner. So that'll give you some idea of where we are. And as far as where we're standing right now, I believe we are right here at Jetty Drive. That's where we're, or at least that's where we should be standing. So I'm going to go ahead and click here on the paint shop, and we're going to do a fast travel. So we're going to hop over here. Yeah, there we go. So if I hop straight in, okay, obviously we don't have anything with us. Let's see if that matters. I know we can buy one, but let's see if it gives us the option. Let's see. So if I go under the map and we go to the garage, here we can see all of our different rides. And the first thing I want to do is we're going to press the E key because I want to change the bus. I want to see what we have. I'm going to pull up each one of these and see which one doesn't have the wrap on it, because I noticed while I was standing at the bus stop that one of ours does not have that. And it's most likely going to be this one. Yeah, there we go. So let's go ahead and customize. And okay, it wants us to put an advertisement on it. But before we do that, I want to see if we can combine wraps and advertisements. I'm not sure if we can or not, but we're going to find out. And it, thankfully, doesn't cost a lot of money to find this out. Because if we wrap, ooh, I like that wrap. Yeah, we got some different Angel Shores wraps. I like this one. Let's go ahead and put this one on. It only cost $1,000, and we've got 141K, which of course reminds me that we need to buy a new bus. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it wrapped. And then we need to look at those customizations, the advertisements. So let's go ahead and click on the advertisement, and we've got one available. Let's see what it looks like on here. Okay, that is not going to play nice with our wrap, is it? The good news is, though, here's the thing. The good news is it really doesn't matter a whole lot. Wow, that is, yeah, that's awful looking. Really wish that went better. But without having to redesign everything right now, let's just go ahead and put this thing on there. Apply the changes. And it's going to cost us $1,000. And yeah, we're going to have to fix that long term. But you would think the advertisements would work a lot better with the existing wraps. But that is an issue for another day. For right now, let's go ahead and put it on each one of our buses. Advertisement. It looks so ugly right now, but for the time being, we're going to go with it. Okay, so we're going to put it on. I believe this should be the last one of our smaller and normal buses, because most of the time we don't even see our own buses since we're driving first person, and we don't generally see our others as we're traveling around a whole lot. Alright, so let's get the long bus in here, which is an absolute nightmare for me to think about driving. I want no part of that thing. The bendy part in the middle, no thank you. That's just asking for me to run over pedestrians, curbs, and everything else in between. So let's go ahead and customize. Let's get that advertisement on there. So beautiful. Okay, we've got it. So now if I hop out for just a moment, you can see in the top right hand corner, we get a check next to customizing our bus. Now we need to get a Payday driving our bus on a certain route. But before we get to that, let's talk about money. All right, so we're still very early in the game. We have a grand total of 3, or is it 4 routes now? Yeah, 4 routes. And look at the amount of money that we're actually making per day or per payday. So we're making $20,600 from route number 4, $22,800 from route 3, not nearly enough on route 2, only $8,600, and then $22,900 on route number 1. And all that adds up to nearly a brand new bus every day. 100 grand buys us a bus. So we are quickly gaining momentum in order to not only expand the number of routes we have, but we also need to maximize what we're making off of each route. And that's what we're going to start off with today. So each one of these routes, and if you saw my video, the tutorial guide that I did about making routes, new routes, and assigning buses to different routes and all that kind of thing, then you saw me deal with a little bit of this. So we're going to get into it now in our gameplay series. And so you see we have $137,000 right now. So we're going to buy a bus. But before we do that, let's take a look at our routes, because today's video is all about catching up on some things. So you can see that we have one bus on here. This is the huge bus. And then we have some peak times for it. So what I want to do is, if we take a look at these peak times, let's go back in here for just a moment. You can see from 4 to 9, and then so we got the morning rush and then the afternoon rush, 14 to 19, so 2 to 7 in the afternoon. So we've got that part going up. So we need to have a bus on there because this is a pretty profitable route, 22,900. Now we also know that Route 4 is pretty profitable and Route 3 is pretty profitable. But if we come into Route 3, you notice its peak time, given its location, which is the party area where people are going out to eat, is in the evening. So what I want to try is I want to try to get a bus and put it on the peak time on route number 1 of 4 to 9 and then 14 to 19, and then finish off the day here on route number 3. We're going to see how that works off. So to start with, we're going to come back into the garage, and I'm going to change which bus we're on. I want to be on, it doesn't really matter which one of these I get, but let's go ahead and grab this one. And we can actually buy another. So we don't have to, we could fast travel back over to the dealership, but we're going to go ahead and just buy another one of these. So do we want to buy another one? Yes, we do. And there it is. So the first thing we need to do, of course, is customize this thing. I'm going to put this wrap on there first. And then let's see if we can organize a little bit of a look around that. Maybe. Let's see. We don't have many options here. And it's hard to see these colors under this lighting. I'm just going to make the whole thing blue, which looks purple under this lighting. And no, we're not going to add any decals because that would just take up way too much time. So we're just going to leave this one alone. This will be our test ride right now. That advertisement still doesn't look very good to me. So, okay. We'll go with it. Apply those changes. Because we want that advertisement definitely on every one of our buses. So, what I want to do now is we're going to come back out of this selection. Actually, I just wanted to come back to the map. We're going to go to route number 1. We're going to go back into the timing, and I'm going to add a peak time bus. Okay, and I want the one all the way over here to the far right, since, oh my goodness, I think I got it, but I didn't like the way that went. Okay, there we go, just to make sure. So we're going to accept that one. It's going to let us know that peak time buses do not run all the time. They only run and generate income during those times when it's considered peak. So there you go. It fills it in, and it looks like you only get one shot at this. So you can't say, hey, I want it to be during this peak time, but not this one. Once you assign it, it's assigned. So now I'm going to come back out. And we're going to go to Route 3. And the reason I'm choosing Route 3 is for a couple of reasons. One is because its peak time matches up perfectly with the other two. Really, we only have one time of the day where this thing is not going to be operating. So let's try to add it in here. And once again, we know it's the one at the very end. And you can see already, since we're only using it during peak time, it's showing us the time of day when it's going to be used. And there you go. Okay, and to ensure that I didn't just overwrite something, we come back in, and sure enough, there it is. So now, just out of curiosity, let's go back to, let's see, how do I want to look at this? This is, let's do the change bus and see how it shows up. Yeah, there we go. Route 1 during the daytime, and then Route 3 at night. All right, so that is perfect. That's what we want to do because it's going to allow us to go ahead and maximize our amount of money. Okay, let me go ahead and change that. That is not the one I wanted. Yeah, there we go. Back to our one without the wrap on it for right now. Okay, so now I want to come back over to the map instead of exiting out. So it wanted us to get a Payday driving from Chinatown on a route between Oakwood, West Oakwood, and Highlander Park. Isn't that... All right, let's zoom out a little bit. Here's Highlander Park. Here's Oakwood and West Oakwood right here. So do we have one of those, or do I need to make one? That should be route number 4, shouldn't it? I believe that's right. Let's take a look at editing that. All right, so our first stop is, okay, so we start here in Oakwood, then we go to West Oakwood, and then we head over here to, yep, this is the one we want. Route number 4, so I'm going to cancel out of that. And, whew, okay, that was interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and drive this route, and really all we care about is, wait, let's get the one from Route 4, because we want to actually take over that route. I do not.
Come along or drive yourself.
Oh, hello, look out.
Oh, a break.
There we go. All right, so we're taking over this bus. We got our driver. They're going to hop back, and I assume they went into the back. Either way. All right, everybody on. We're good to go. Let's check our lights. Lights are on. I'm going to go ahead and turn off our driver area lights, simply because I'm not terribly excited about those. All right, so she didn't have the parking brake on, so we don't have to worry about that. Ugh. You hit a curb. Yeah, I did. It was... our lights need a lot of work. Those lights are terrible. All right, let's see if the AI will allow us out. The AI are not terribly well behaved in this game, but I may have to just pull out and see if they will allow me to get out, because we've got quite the traffic going on right now. All right, let's just take our chances here. Every time I pull out...
Oh my gosh. What is that sound?
I don't know.
Does anyone else hear that?
What is it? He's not going to tell me what it is? Okay, I thought maybe he was going to enlighten us all. But I have changed the driving settings. Before I was using the simplified settings. I've swapped over to the realistic settings for not only the steering, but also the braking and acceleration, which is a little better. I'm not going to say I love it. This is definitely my least favorite part of the game, which is unfortunate. But I have very little force feedback, so again, it's unfortunate. I wish the handling and the feel overall of the bus was better, but I'll keep working at it. And who knows, I might be able to find something. Oh, it says the bus stop is ready for an upgrade. And sure enough, that makes sense. Let me go ahead. Oh, we can't put out the ramp. Okay, this route, 89% efficient. Looking in the bottom right-hand corner. Let's actually hop out to this particular stop. Is this the... Where are we right now? Which stop are we on? We are right here, I bet. Nope, we are not right there. I'm looking for our bus icon. Okay, you can see there's one that is going. So we should be... I thought that was us. Anyway, we'll come back to that. We'll figure it out. Alright, so let's go ahead and get going. Okay, the ramp was not... Alright, so the way we'll figure out which stop it was, you notice it's stop number 4. So we'll simply have to go into the route itself, see which stop is number 4, and we'll do it that way. But for now, I'm ready to get back to driving. We've looked at enough menus for right now. Let's go ahead and get some driving done. Drop off some passengers, make a little money. And I have to say, these lights are killing me. I keep checking them to see, are they actually on? And yes, they're actually on. I have not checked about perhaps using like the high beams or something like that, but I can't imagine that's going to be a good idea in the game. It's probably going to ding us.
So fast when you're on a nice bus like this one.
All right, here we go. This is our nemesis right here, this crosswalk. Are you... I'm going to get over here before you get across. so we can get going. You guys are taking way too much time. All right, can we go? There we go. For some reason, it wasn't responding. Yeah, that was a little bit weird because I was hitting the gas pedal and nothing was happening.
I just noticed that my weekly ticket ran out 2 days ago.
Here's a little chit chat from the AI passengers. Trying to hear what they were saying. Sometimes they have some really interesting stuff to say. This time, so far, we haven't heard anything too interesting. Nobody has chastised us for our driving yet. Alright, let's get down. We put our ramp out. Yes, we can.
Certainly has some great positives, but I just can't stand that stupid lighthouse. It's just too bright, and it keeps me awake at night.
Oh, I understand you. I understand where you're coming from. That stupid lighthouse. I mean, we gotta get rid of it. Or turn it up brighter. I don't know. Poor guy can't sleep. Okay, so I think we can bring our ramp back in now. Let's go ahead. Trying to keep an eye out for our time, which is in the bottom left-hand corner. So far, so good. So stop number 1 in the actual route is taken care of. So whenever we get to the end and we get our payday, that is when we'll find out exactly how much we're going to make. All right, let's go ahead and stop right here. Let you guys across. Looks like you... Oh, that's low down. These folks on the right were showing me that they wanted to get across the crosswalk. Then, as soon as I stop and allow them to do that, they're like, no, maybe not. All right, let's see if we can get through here. No curbs, please. The good news is, even that when you hit the curb, it does give you the red mark. But it doesn't dock you any money. Okay, what are you guys doing here? This is not a four-way stop. Alright, there we go. But despite the issues we've had with this game, and I know a lot of people are having a lot more issues than me, that's for sure.
Thanks for being so punctual.
But even with all that being said, I'm still having a lot of fun with this game.
Hi.
Okay, can't do the ramp, because apparently I stopped in the wrong spot. And nobody's fussing at me right now that I can hear saying, hey, I need to get off, put out the ramp. Alright, looks like everybody is on or off. Okay, let's take off again.
It's dangerous to turn
So we are really picking up some steam on how much money we're making. Alright, I do not know. I don't feel comfortable trying to pull out in front of these folks. Even when it looks like they're trying to let me go. I don't trust them. Alright, we have got a log jam right here. Come on, guys. Let's work it out. We got places to go. I got just under 2 minutes to get over to Clinton Avenue, which apparently is stop number 4 and where we started. In fact, while we have a second here, Clinton Avenue, let's go ahead and do that. Oops, wrong button. Clinton Avenue. Where is stop number 4?
Are you even listening?
Oh, Clinton Avenue says it's 3. Am I missing something here? What am I missing?
I like some of All Direction's music genres.
All right, so
more
here's
than
our
others.
4 stops. And that one's a 2 of 2. This is a 1 of 2. That's what we want to do right there.
My weekly ticket
Okay.
ran out 2 days ago.
So that's the one we want. Right there, and boom. There we go. We just upgraded it.
I tried some
Okay,
fancy
awesome.
fruit yesterday.
Oh, look out there, truck.
Oh no, jackfruit.
I wasn't holding up
Tastes
traffic
like
that much. Come on now.
Pineapple, mango, and melon. Could make a wonderful.
All right, we still got a
smoothie
traffic
out
jam.
of it, I guess.
See if we can get through here without
Danced
hitting
my
anything.
heart out at the rave yesterday. I'm still a
Hopefully.
wreck.
Because we want that money, and we do not want any deductions for having to pay damages. All right, you guys are not trying to cross, are you? All right, let's turn on our signal. And once you get, oh my goodness, look at the traffic coming through here. All right, guys, come on. I've got less than 30 seconds. Oh, we're going, we're going. Boy, this thing is just full of power. And I can barely hear the engine. I've got the sound cranked
Hey,
up as much
Alfonso.
as I can get it cranked
Yeah,
up.
it's my hair. It's constantly growing. I need a shave. When
My man
can
said
I
his
come?
hair is constantly growing. Man, it's a common problem. Most people like to do haircuts to take care of that issue. Apparently not this guy. He's just going to complain about it. All right. We didn't quite make it to our stop. That was my fault. All right, this guy here, we're going to follow him through. So we're going to get dinged for being a little bit late. That's just something I needed to take care of while I had it on my mind. So we'll take the hit for that. I don't think it's actually going to cost us anything as far as money. And that's really what we care about right now. The XP is nice to unlock some things, but we need that money.
Directions comes to our city.
Alright, here we go. So it says this is stop number 4. But I'm not so sure anymore. Oh, hold on now. We might have clipped that curb. I'm not saying we did, but we might have. Alright, here we go.
This is my stop. Could you lower the ramp?
Alright, lower the ramp. Thank you very much for the reminder.
Good service.
Oh, perfect stopping position. Good timing. I don't know about that good timing thing, but we'll take it. Look at all these people. That's more money for us. Y'all come on home. There you go. Find a seat. Take a number. Oh, look at that beard. That is majestic. Okay. All right. I'm spending too much time looking at this guy's haircut and his beard. Can we get the ramp back in, please? Can we not? Are we still waiting on somebody? Oh, the handicapped person never got off. Okay. My bad. My bad. The game was not going to let me forget that. We were not moving until we got that taken care of. You're considered out of time. Well, I know. Don't forget about the parking. What are you talking about?
Last night I had the strangest dream. Everything felt so real.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I never engaged that parking brake. So what happened? Did you turn the engine off on me? Again, I can't hear the engine, so I don't know.
Do you want to
Nope, I think it was still running. So what are you trying to get me to do, game? Are we just glitching out, or am I missing something? Can we go? Okay, we still haven't gotten the ramp in. I thought we hit that button. Okay, so my fault. Forgot to hit the ramp. Can we go?
Some of
Oh.
the actually good for studying.
Ooh, I don't like this corner at all. I don't like that at all. Because you got a great big pothole right there. Alright, so we'll make another round. I mean, heck, we're making money regardless. Even if this is the wrong route. That's the great thing about the game, is that even though we want to complete the main quest and keep the quest line moving. Okay, did you see that guy just move out in front of me? Just like cut right across. This is dangerous. Like, this game is GTA type dangerous with this AI driving.
Oh, there's a ladybug on my knee.
Oh, a ladybug. See, those are the little things. That's how we need to enjoy life. Just pick up on those little things. All makes life worth it. And just think, had we not been driving a bus today, we would have never known that. The joy of ladybugs. Alright, so this is the end of
These
the
roads
road.
get worse every day.
They do. They get all kinds of worse. Quit reminding me I'm late. On schedule. I got it. I'm terrible at it. I'm not punctual. I totally forgot. It's my bad. My bad. This game is not going to
Work at
let
the
me.
Zemeckis
Amazing.
Industries.
The business owner
Yes,
has
in
already
the
seen
Denali
the bus with
Research
their ad on it and is very excited.
That's how you do business. Hey,
All right.
Trish and I talked about further steps. We decided on a connection from Oakwood to West Oakwood. West Oakwood is a good opportunity for developing your transit company further.
And it's also got an amazing nightlife. There's so much culture waiting to be discovered there, day and night.
That's a great idea. How about we include more stops on the route from St. Anthony to West Oakwood? That way we can also stop on the way back from Oakwood.
It's like people were just waiting for an opportunity to see West Oakwood.
Wow, these people are very excited. Now, unfortunately, they're telling me all this information when I'm trying to look at my Payday breakdown. I mean, we got things to do here. So, that gives us a pretty good idea of where the game is going to want us to go next. But this is what I did not want to skip by. Take a look at our total here. We made 78 grand today on a combination of all these routes with the normal bus routes that we're running, plus the peak time additional buses that we're putting out there. We're making tons of money. Then you look, advertising revenue, yeah, 15 grand. We'll definitely take that. That's like an extra route. And then, of course, we got our bus maintenance. If anything, the advertising pays for that and the wages right now. So we've got a little bit of bus stop maintenance as we continue to upgrade bus stops. That's where that's going to come from. But I am extremely happy right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and close out of this and turn off that blinker. Ooh, goodness. So what do we want to do now? Main quest is now High Life. Connect Oakwood and West Oakwood. So that is what we'll be doing when we're together next time. But for today, thank you guys so much for joining me, and stick around for more Bus Simulator 21.